Hello, everyone. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you'll consider joining this little soul family we have going on. If you are returning, welcome back, soul family. Always very much appreciate to have you here. As always, disclaimers, information, and decks that are used are in the description box if you are interested. If you are new, please have a look at the disclaimers at least. And I just want to thank you all so very much for being here. Now I'm just going to dive into it. I hope that you're having a good day, a good morning, a good night. Usually what I like to do is just ask for general messages. Right off the bat, we have the sun and the moon. Let's see. And then we have the Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Underneath the deck, here we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, let me just shuffle this around. Again, if you're interested in any decks that I use, all of the decks that I own are in the description box down below. With the sun in reverse and the moon upright, to me this is talking about a need for balance. Perhaps there are ideas that you have that you want to bring into fruition. You want these ideas to come to life, because here we see like this vortex within the womb. I'm also getting the sense of like this yin and yang energy. There's a lot of balance here. But going back again to this idea of an idea that you may have, with it in reverse is telling me you have so many ideas, you have so much going for you, you have so much wisdom, you have so much that you want to do and try and to explore and to express. But with it in reverse, it's telling me that you're not in a place where you really feel like you're able to express yourself in the way that you want to. And the sun is known to be like the happiest card in the deck, right? For it to be in reverse, I feel like there's a lot that is still lingering within you that you may be holding yourself back, especially with this 10 of Wands underneath the deck. And this Two of Pentacles with more yin and yang kind of balancing energy, which we'll get to that in a little bit. With the Moon card here, it's like you're trying to traverse through yourself internally. I feel like you're in a place where you want all of this. You want the new beginning. You want to be able to express yourself. But I feel like, in a way, maybe you're trying to figure out exactly what it is that you want to express. It's like this is a lot of energy here that you feel maybe pent up, that you want to share, that you need an outlet for. And what this is telling me is perhaps you are trying to go within, trying to traverse through your own mind and traverse through your own darkness, your own secrets, and working on your own healing. If you look really, really, really closely, you see the person on the right is like looking up. Let's see if I can. Oh, that kind of made it worse. This person's kind of looking up. And I feel like it's that same kind of energy. If you've ever been into a cave and you first step foot into the main chamber of the cave and you're just looking around like, oh wow, this is beautiful, this is creepy, this is so amazing, and this is natural, this is nature, this is something else. With the sun and the moon, again, there's still a lot of energy of trying to balance things out. I feel like perhaps you have been less happy than maybe what you would say you usually are. Perhaps there are certain things that you're going through that you're struggling with that has caused you to be within yourself. With this moon card, you're trying to understand the wonders of who you are and go through your own path and try to understand, why am I on this path? What path am I even on? Where am I going? I feel like you're asking yourself these questions, and I feel like there's this sense that you are becoming a lot more self-aware of what it is that you want to do with your life, where it is you want to go, things of that nature. But there's still this feeling of not being ready. I feel like you feel like you're not ready because you may be in your head and unbalanced. But I feel deep down inside, you're more ready to express all of these creative ideas and all this beautiful energy that you have. You just need to get out of your way and do it. And I understand it's not always easy. With the Two of Wands in reverse, it's like you may be fighting with yourself. What is real? What is a figment of my imagination? Am I just making this up where I feel like, oh, my calling is this? Or is that really my calling? Am I really where I need to be in my life? I feel like you're asking yourself a lot of serious questions, which is great. But I also feel like you need to allow yourself the time and the space to answer those questions. And not only allow yourself the time and space to answer those questions, but allow yourself the momentum to follow through with what it is that you come to find within yourself. Twos are usually, symbolize decision. I'm sorry about that. My alarm went off, and so I'm starting this. I had to re-record or, press record again. So what I was saying is that I feel, with the twos usually symbolize making decisions. So I feel like there's a lot of decisions that you're trying to make. You may be coming to find that you're conflicted a lot. This aspect of you wants to go in one direction. This other aspect of you thinks that you should go in this other direction. And there's a lot of trying to balance out your energy and balance out your emotions and your thoughts and everything in general. You want to follow your passions. Wands can symbolize passion and spirituality, motivation, creation. She has a hand over her heart. It's kind of hard to see. And I feel like this is telling you need to decide based on your heart. What is real is what is in your heart. Even though you can't see it, even if you don't understand it, what is in your heart is your truth. I feel like that's where your decisions need to be made. You want to do a certain career, you're deciding between this or the other. What does your heart tell you? It's not all about the money. Money will come when you do what you love. The support and the finances and everything that you need will come. But when you do what you love, not only are you finding stability, but you're also finding that creative outlet. You're also able to express yourself deep within, who you really are with people. With the Ace of Wands is definitely bringing back up, or bringing forth the idea of wanting to share your passions, of wanting to pursue your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. And this card is very, very beautiful. The artwork on these cards, there's a lot of faces, a lot of entities. I feel like maybe when you go within your heart, you feel confused. I think it's because it's your mind. I'm sorry, my throat is so dry. Excuse me. You want to express yourself. You want to follow what motivates you. You want to follow a new path. You may look behind and see all of these memories and all these people, places, and things. And I feel like you're coming to find that where you are in your life right now is leading you in a different direction than your past. And I mean naturally, right? Leave the past in the past. That's where it belongs. Learn from it and move on. Move forward so that you can go where it is that you need to go and that you want to go. Follow your truth. Follow your path. Follow your passions. With the Ten of Wands, I'm feeling like I'm feeling this correlation with the Sun in reverse. You feel burdened. You feel burnt out. You feel overwhelmed in whatever situation has been going on in your life. Perhaps you feel like you're at your wit's end. But just know that with the rain comes life. Just because it's raining doesn't mean it's a bad day. And people might be like, oh, it's raining, I'm gonna stay in, it's a bad day, It's not a bad day. Maybe it is for you because you don't like rain, but water brings life. Water brings healing. And even when it is raining outside, then you have time to be inside, to figure out what it is you want to do and to take the time to do it. Oftentimes we may be like, oh, I have this to do and I have this to do. And some people, when it rains, they're like, I'm just staying home. If that's the case and you feel like you have so much to do, you can still do it. You can still do stuff. You might be like, oh, I was going to hang out with my friends. We were going to go to this place, but now I can't because it's raining or something, or it's snowing, or whatever the case is. You can have a party of your own. Do something that it is that you have been wanting to do. Now that you have the time to do it, why not? Traverse through yourself. Share your creativity. Make that decision. Make the decision to come to balance within yourself. Make that decision to move forward. With the Knight of Wands in reverse. And look, we have another 2. The 2 of Swords is in reverse too. And I'll talk about this card as well, because this is a unique card that is only in this one deck. So I'll talk about that. And actually, this energy is the same kind of energy that I'm getting from this card, which I was just about to mention. So we'll get back to that. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Again, it's like you want to charge forward in your creative pursuits, but you're keeping yourself stuck. You're keeping yourself hung up based off of what other people might think, what other people might say. Who the fuck cares about what other people think and say? And yes, I understand sometimes with certain people that's easier said than done. But I mean, in the end, the people who really love you will support you no matter what. As long as you're not hurting other people, they will support you. If they don't really care, then it will show. And I don't think you should allow that to get to you. Know that the support that you need is coming, and the support that you need is with you. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, your demons, whatever you want to say works with you. Whoever it is who's working with you on your side, on the other side, they support you. But they're tired of seeing you hung up on the mundane things that you have the answers within you, but you keep battling it in your head. That's the feeling that I'm getting. They're watching you. They want to support you. They're trying to communicate with you. But in reverse is like you're not paying attention. You're not hearing what they have to say because you're not going within. You're not allowing them the time and the space to share what it is that they're trying to share with you. The Two of Swords is also in reverse. So we have the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. And 2 of them are in reverse. You're stuck in a decision that's keeping you from moving forward. But you want to move through it. You're trying to move away from that. But it's like this 8 of Swords kind of energy where you may be keeping yourself stuck. And with the Chains card, in this deck is a major arcana. The Chains card is exactly what it looks like. Which, I mean, Can you see a correlation here? Being hung up on something that doesn't serve you, on an idea, on a thought, on the past. It's like time is passing by. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me see if I can. Is that better? Like time is passing you by and you're still stuck. You're caught in spirals of your own mind. You're keeping yourself stuck. This is like the major arcana equivalent of the Eight of Swords. You deserve to move forward. And with both of these in reverse is like you're trying to move forward and you want to have new beginnings. You want to be able to express yourself. But you're still feeling stuck. You know, I don't really read the booklets, but I want to read the booklet for this card because this is a unique card to this deck. And this is the Ghosts and Spirits Tarot. So let's see. Chains. In A Christmas Carol, Jacob Marley was Ebenezer, Scrooge's business partner and only friend. On Christmas Eve, the anniversary of Marley's death, the ghost paid Scrooge an unexpected visit. The ghost's chains, cash box, and padlocks encumbered his spirit and served as reminders of his material-driven life. Marley comes to his... I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Parsimonious partner. I'll show you the word. Parsimonious partner as a symbol of this potential dreadful fate, telling him to expect 3 spirit encounters. The ghost of Jacob Marley hangs in limbo as the shadows of an illusionary life keep his spirit in a state of stasis. So divinatory meaning. You are harboring obsessive desires that cannot fill an empty void. Instead, it is weighing you down. With deep-seated dissatisfaction. Open your eyes to the truth and start recognizing what is truly important. I'm sorry, that was a terrible read. You hold yourself back. You keep yourself weighted down by things that no longer serve you, like I mentioned here. This card is so agonizing, like it's sad. This card has a lot of emotion to it, you know? And I feel like, what is it in your life that is holding you back? What is it in your life that you keep wishing for that's not coming to the surface? Like, I feel like this is a lot of subconscious, deep-seated things regarding people, places, and things in your life that you need to let go of. No one wants to be chained. No one wants to feel overburdened or over encumbered by their belongings. Whether it's physical objects and you're literally living cluttered or something, I get it, you know? But you need to start living in the now. You need to start focusing on what it is that you have around you. And you need to start appreciating that and making strides, following what it is that you want to do. There's a lot of energy of you knowing what it is that you want, but then you going back and deciding something else. Again, with the sun and the moon, to have both of those cards right next to each other, that's only emphasizing this 2, 2, 2. Perhaps you're also seeing 2, 2, 2. If that number is significant to you, you need to make a decision to move forward and to let go of the past. Let the past be in the past. Move on for your sake, for your own sanity. I mean, look at this. Who wants to be in that position? Who wants to be like that in the afterlife? Who wants to feel so stuck because they were so materialistic that they couldn't see anything else but their shit? No one. You know? Let's see. Let's see what comes out next. Reconciliation. More 2 energy. More energy that needs to be balanced. With this reconciliation card, I'm seeing this as perhaps you deep down inside want to reconcile with someone, and that's not something that you should be focusing on. You need to be focusing on reconciling with yourself. Like the sun and the moon. And here we have one, right? Water and ocean symbolize emotions. I feel like, again, there's a lot of need for balance. Don't hold on to people, places, and things that make you feel like you're not good enough. If someone's gonna treat you like second best, then why do you always give all of your time and energy to people who treat you as second best? Fuck no, you deserve better. You deserve better. You deserve better for yourself. And you can be using that time and energy for something that you deserve to be doing instead of wasting it on people who cannot appreciate you. Spirit guide. You know, and we'll get to that. Spirit guide. Your spirits are with you, and this goes back to what I was saying over here. Your guides want you to find balance. Not only in what is in the physical realm that we see with our own eyes, but also in spirit, what you cannot see. They want you to find balance in yourself, and they support you. They want to catch you if you fall. They support you, like I said earlier. Lighten up your load. Let me just put this, look at this. Literally, this is a confirmation. Lighten up your load. Need I say more about this? You're stressing yourself out over something that you don't need to be stressing out over. It's time for you to allow yourself to set yourself free. Set yourself free. There may be something revolving around family. Children. Parents. Maybe you're a parent, or maybe you want to be a parent. Maybe you're trying to reconcile with some family members. And I think your spirit guides would be telling you to try and to do so. Here we have dreams and we have protection. It's like what I was mentioning, you are protected. And these cards came out in the last reading too. So if you feel called to, I would recommend watching the last reading that I did, which was about talent. About sharing your talent and letting your talent shine. These exact 3 cards came out in, first, second, third position. You need to follow your dreams. The moon is trying to illuminate the secrets within you, the passion within you. It's trying to show you the way. We have a lot of circular energy. A lot. And what that is telling me is try to be more well-rounded. Learn new things. Practice new things. Definitely, if you feel called, watch that other reading that I posted before this one. Perhaps it may bring you some help, some perspective. Let's see what else we have. Adjustments are required. This is going back to what I was saying about finding balance. Prosperity lies ahead. You just have to keep going. You have to keep striving for what it is that you really want. And you can't stop yourself anymore. Let yourself shine. Be who you really want to be, and you know what? Fuck what other people think. Who cares? Life is too fucking short to give a fuck about what other people be thinking about us, really. Step out your comfort zone. You need to try new things. Definitely, I kind of feel like this may be, like an additional message to the last one that I was saying. A personal issue reaches resolution. So I feel like you are finally realizing, oh, there's 2 cards here. I feel like you're finally realizing what it is that you need to let go of in your life, and now it's time to snip away at those cords and allow those things to reach their own resolution. Nothing will come of this situation when you are stuck, literally bound. Nothing will come of this other than you being in your own agony, keeping yourself stuck, like the 8 of Swords. Meditate and contemplate is a card that came out in the last reading as well, which is more energy of balance, more energy of two. Definitely your spirit guides, your ancestors, the entities that work with you, gods, goddesses, angels, demons, whatever it is that you work with, you know, they want to work with you. They want to share knowledge with you, but you need to have a focused state of mind for you to be able to hear them. And that can be very difficult, I understand, but they're really trying to, you're searching for answers that you have within you, and they're trying to lead you into yourself. And I feel like sometimes you try to avoid that, consciously or subconsciously, for some reason. Prosperity lies ahead. This card came out again. So definitely, when you start to pursue your dreams and you start to do what it is that you need to do for you in order to move forward, there's going to be abundance and prosperity. I was going to mention the heart chakra, and there's a time for healing. So definitely you may still have some blockages in your heart, your throat, right? This whole time that I've been giving this reading, my throat is like sore all of a sudden. You need to heal the wounds. You need to release the chains. Release the chains. A fiery climax approaches. I feel like something is gonna come suddenly that you don't expect. And maybe it might help you move away from that kind of energy. Let's see what other guidance that we have here. Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. This inner alchemy card is making me think of the that moon card, how I'm saying like you're trying to go within yourself and traverse through yourself and get to know yourself. That is inner alchemy. The alchemy part is you know, learning to change the things that you need to change, learning to manifest the things that you're trying to manifest. People say that the opposite of love is not hate, it's actually fear. When you really look into it, a lot of things that people do, or that they don't feel good enough, or whatever it stems from fear. Fear of not being good enough, fear of being cheated on, fear of whatever the case is. Inner alchemy, it's telling me to stop fearing your life, stop fearing what lies ahead. Stop worrying about, is the new beginning gonna come? When is it gonna come? Where is it? What is it gonna look like? Who, what, when, where, how, why? That doesn't matter. You need to focus on you right now, and you need to focus on transforming and transmuting this energy within you that you're keeping yourself chained. The blessings are upon the horizon, but if you're keeping yourself chained, you can't even walk that way. You can't even walk in the direction of where you want to go when you're literally holding yourself back. Vibration. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. So this is bringing back into our awareness about your spirit guides, your ancestors, etc., who want to work with you. They're trying to get you to release this energy of blockage and holding back and keeping yourself stuck. But you need to go within yourself and meditate and contemplate on these things and start making plans to follow through with those creative ideas that you have. No limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. And here, that, I'm seeing the sun. That's the symbol of the sun. The circle with the dot in it. So it's making me think of the sun again. Follow your passion. The sun was in reverse, so again, that's the same concept of the chains. We need to realize and take more responsibility for our thoughts and our actions and our perceptions on life. And we need to understand that we are the ones that limit ourselves. When you think of a child is not born and, they're not like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. I can't become an astronaut. I can't become a doctor. No. On the contrary, it's the opposite. They're like, I can be everything. I can be anything, and I'm going to do it, and I'll show you, and I want to be a doctor. I'll be the greatest doctor in space. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. It's not until society gets into their fucking head that tells them, you can't do that. You can't be a doctor. You can't be this. You can't do that. That it gets ingrained into their mind and they become like this. Don't we all? Each and every single one of us has felt this in some fucking way or another, and it's shitty. We need to heal. A time for healing. We need to heal our inner child. And we need to bring that kind of energy back to where it's like no one can fucking tell you what you can or cannot be. As long as you're not hurting other people, you could be where the fuck you want to be. But you need to stop limiting yourself. You need to start expressing yourself and doing the inner alchemy of healing. To release those bullshit thoughts or whatever, whoever, even if it was family who told you, you're not good enough, you can't do this, fuck that shit, man. It doesn't fucking matter who they are. If they're your spouse, if they're your parent, if they're your child, I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter who they are. What they say doesn't mean shit. Unless you perceive it to be that. Unless you choose to give those words meaning. You are limitless, but you're holding yourself back. It's time to move away from that. And I saw 3331. 333. The Magician card is number 1 in tarot. But 3s do make me think of the Magician as well. You need to transform your own life. You are the alchemist of your own life. You choose where you want your life to go. And if you're already coming up with all of these excuses right now, right after I said that, then therein lies the truth. Therein lies the problem. There's the proof right there that you're keeping yourself stuck. If when I said you're the alchemist of your own life and you're like, nah, I can't do that. I can't. There you go. You're limiting yourself. You're lowering your vibration. And you are not doing the inner alchemy that you need in order for you to move forward. And that's why you had the sun in reverse. It happens to all of us. It happens to each and every single one of us. But don't let anyone, not even your fucking self, tell you that you can't be what you want to be. You gotta heal that shit. You gotta move away from it. Because if you're on your deathbed and you're like, I regret, I never did this, I never said that, I never tried this, that was your choice. Literally. You are the only one keeping yourself from your beautiful blessings, your new beginnings. And if you're like, no, well, there's this person who keeps telling me, then why the fuck do you waste your time with that person? Even if they're family, if they have nothing nice to say, if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all, right? And sometimes we have to be that way with ourselves. Be like, hey, I don't want to fucking hear it today. Stop with the negative bullshit, hey? You know? Sometimes you gotta stop ourselves, for real. We need to stop these negative cycles that we put ourselves in. And we all do at some point or another in our life. You know, that's a part of life, is to learn how to move away from that. And it's time for you to do that, to step out of your comfort zone. The blessings are there. You just have to know that you are special. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. When you raise your vibration and when you start to express yourself, people will see that. Whether they appreciate it or not, it doesn't fucking matter. What matters is, are you who you are? Are you expressing yourself in the way that you see fit? If the answer is yes, then good. Good on you. You're the alchemist of your life and you're taking responsibility for your own shit. You know, sometimes we have to literally sit down with ourselves and have a serious fucking conversation with ourselves like we are right now. I can't tell you how many times that I would start getting into this negative mind state, and I have to say, like, stop, bitch. Fucking stop. Stop with this bullshit. Stop, because you're only dragging yourself down. Stop. Stop with the negative thought processes. It's only damning you. It's not helping you for shit. But we are the ones that choose our thoughts. Our thoughts are not necessarily our own. We have many thoughts, many ideas, many things that pop up into our head. And have you ever had a thought? I'm sure you have, because I have. I know everyone who has. Have you ever had one of those thoughts that are like, whoa, why the fuck did I think that? What? Like, that's not me. Right? If you know that's not you, then why are you gonna linger on that thought? And that's the thing. Thoughts come into our mind, and that's natural. You can't stop that. But what you can do is focus on the thoughts that actually mean something. Focus on the thoughts that come from your heart. If there's a thought that's like, oh, you're a piece of shit, you're not worth anything. And there's a thought like, I'm good enough, and I don't need anybody to fucking tell me that, because I know that for myself. And not in a cocky way. We all need self-love. It is necessary. It is. You choose. Which one do you want to be? You want to be the chains telling yourself that you're all this negative bullshit? Or you want to be the chains in reverse, where you're letting go of that and you're moving away from that? Sometimes we all need a fucking sturdy talk with ourselves. Because if not, if we don't stop ourselves, then no one can stop us. Our thoughts are our own responsibility. Our actions upon our thoughts are our own responsibility, no one else's. That's the truth. Strength, know that you are strong enough. More effort will get you what you want. Yes. Let's see what these are. Temperance, find balance and be centered. Wasn't I going on and on about balance with all of these twos? Temperance is also about healing, which there's multiple messages in this reading about balance. All of the twos, the sun and the moon, right? Balance. I mentioned that earlier. And there are multiple messages in this reading about healing, right? Temperance, the temperance card is also about healing. We have literally this card here, a time for healing, and the moon. The moon is a card of healing. Cooperation, Take the hand offered or ask. If you feel stuck because you feel like you don't know enough, but you know someone who might know more about what it is that you want to do, for example, you want to get into a specific career field, but you're overwhelmed when you look into it, but you know someone in that career field, talk to them. Ask them, how did you do it? How would you recommend I start? What should I start learning about? How should I start going about it? Just ask. Ask, and I'm sure they'll tell you. They'll be more than willing to tell you, I'm sure. They might even help you from making mistakes. Like, oh, I went through this program, but, I found that it wasn't that great. So when I went through this other program, actually, that was the perfect one. So I would recommend, even though the other one is more, more people talk about it, I think the other one is better. And it's cheaper, too. You need to ask for help. Ask people who are within that thing that you want to do, because they already have some knowledge that they can share. And most people, if you ask them, they'll be willing to share that with you. They'll be willing to point you in the right direction because they know what it's like to be overwhelmed. Abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. This card is from this deck, but it got mixed up in that one. What I'm feeling with this one is just know that when you follow your heart, when you move towards your north, when you focus your energy on the thing that you want to do and you start doing it, you're already moving in the right direction where there is abundance waiting for you. Do a card flip. Power symbol. Cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body. This always makes me think of treble clef. But it's also like a maze of the mind. I don't know, maybe you want to be a musician. Maybe you want to sing. Maybe you want to... I don't know. But bring back, cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body. That is... again, another confirmation of this healing that needs to happen within you. Look, speaking of spirals, respectfully work with the fairies and elements to achieve your goals. Again, I was mentioning there are entities that want to work with you. You just have to clear your... Okay. When people say clear your mind, it's not like necessarily telling yourself, don't think, don't think, don't think. That's forcing yourself not to. Clearing your mind, in a way, it should be not forcing yourself not to think. It just means to focus on what you do want to think. Clear your mind is like breathe, focus on something. Even if you're focusing on your breath, you're focusing on something, right? So meditation's not about focusing on nothing. It's about not stressing over what comes to your mind. It's about greeting every single thought in your mind, acknowledging it, and moving past it. It's about delving deeper, and the only way to delve deeper is not to be like, oh, well, stop thinking. I need to stop thinking, because then you're so fixated on something that's keeping you stuck, that you're not even able to move past that. It's about being compassionate with your thoughts. No matter what your thought is, it's not to linger on the thought. It is to acknowledge it and to let it pass you by. And when a thought comes to your mind that you really need to focus on, that you really need to meditate and contemplate on, then do that. You choose your thoughts. You choose what to focus on. When you're meditating, you choose that. The thoughts are going to come rampant through your mind. You need to allow them to pass by. And the thoughts that are important for you to consider and really evaluate and really ponder upon, those are the ones that you want to be focusing on. You want to have that focus. Meditation is about focus, not about nothing. And I'm bad with meditation, but really, like, if you don't believe me, you can look up techniques or, advice and shit like that. Again, with the spirals, I feel like you're spiraling out of control. You're allowing your thoughts to consume you. I feel like you feel lost, and I did mention that in the very beginning with the sun card in reverse and the moon. Speaking of the moon, actually, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. Didn't I mention, what card was it? There was a card, it was, let me see, it was one of these, this one. I literally mentioned your guides want you to find balance within your mundane life, the things that you see, the things in your reality, and the things in your spiritual awareness, the things that you cannot see. That is literally embracing all aspects of yourself, divine and earthly. Divine and earthly. Your guides are with you, but you have to allow yourself to focus in on what it is that they're trying to tell you. I feel called to this deck. I don't know. This is a deck in regards to love. For some reason, even though I'm not really getting love in this reading, I'm feeling called to pick a card from here. So maybe this message isn't, for everyone, but maybe there's something here that you might find useful. Okay. Right away, what I have to say with this is literally what I was mentioning earlier about healing your inner child. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. That is literally, I pretty much said that earlier when I mentioned about your inner child. Wow. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So what I'm seeing in this regard is to be honest with yourself. You need to look within yourself and be honest to yourself. You need to have those serious conversations. Remember, I mentioned that earlier too. You have to have serious conversations with yourself sometimes, because you're the only one in your mind. You're the only one in your heart. I saw 5005 right when I looked up. 5 is about change. You need to have these conversations with yourself, and perhaps there's things revolving around family that you also need to address with this family card here as well. So I'll leave the reading there. Thank you so very much for your time. Thank you for being here. I really truly hope that this has brought you some clarity, some perspective. I hope that this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. Thank you so much for being here. I really, truly, deeply appreciate each and every single one of you guys. And if you like this reading, I hope that you'll consider joining this little soul family that we have going on here. I wish you the best wishes always and forever. Many blessings. Until next time, bye. Have a great day.